get this fucking thumbnail up instead of just my ugly ass face. There we go. And now we are back. Let's fucking go. How y'all doing? 2 people have joined so far. Just got back from UFC Edmonton. And I'll wait for some more people to get in here and we'll fucking talk about it. Because you know what? I can. And I will. How's it going? How was the event? Going to a UFC event was sick. It's a UFC card. Being there, having a great view of it, that's always going to be sick. The fights were mid, though. Some of them were downright awful. Some of them were good. But I'm not going to pretend like just because I went to the card, every fight was amazing. Because it wasn't. You know what? Let's start going through some of these fuckers. So, now that some more people have gone here, I don't expect a crazy amount of viewers, so let's just start going through the card. First fight. Jamie Lynn Horth, Ivana Petrovic. Dog shit fight. It was what it was. Petrovic, neither of them can strike, just like winging head kicks, missing jabs, all that shit and jazz. Petrovic would get takedowns and then do nothing, and then Horth would threaten submissions. You know, sometimes get her back, take her back, look for a rear naked choke in round 1, start to walk her down round 3. The fight sucked. And, yeah, I thought Horth won. Watching it live, I thought I could have maybe got Petrovic, but no, Horth won. 30-27 is a bit crazy, but yeah, Horth won. It was what it was. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Fight number 2. Cody Gibson versus Chad Anheliger. Chad Anheliger is a fucking flyweight. He's a fucking flyweight. I don't know why he tries to fight at bantamweight. He's fought Jose Johnson and now Cody Gibson. And also Charalampos Gregorio, who's a fucking layup. But he's fought Jose Johnson and Cody Gibson, and what do you know? They fucking ragdoll him because he's too fucking small. Cody Gibson against a guy like Miles Johns, big, strong dude, can just shuck off his takedowns. Against Anheliger, he's able to just literally throw him around, do whatever he wants to him on the ground, and easily win. I had 30-26, round 2, 10-8, and yeah. Couple 12-6 elbows in there, which was, you know, it was good to see a few of those in there, but not many. That didn't really affect much on the entire card. And, yeah, what else would I want to say on this fight? Oh, there's something else. What the fuck was it? Fuck. I wanted to say something else about this fight. Yeah, fuck it. Next fight. Copycat MMA Guru thumbnail? Fuck yeah. Because, oh yeah, before I go in the next fight, where the fuck was Guru? Where the fuck was he at? So yeah, I'm copying his fucking thumbnail, because I don't know if the hell he's gonna make one, because he clearly didn't watch the fucking card. So y'all fuckers are stuck with me. I was considering going live during the fight, but, during the actual card, but that just would have turned out shitty. But yeah, Guru's still missing? I haven't fucking seen him. Dude disappeared for the entire card. So now you're here, clicking on my thumbnail, watching me talk about it. Why are you using Guru's format kind of liberal, like a lie? Because why not? Fair enough, Guru sold. Yeah, so you're stuck with me. What did Guru do? He left. I don't know. He didn't say anything, and he didn't cover the card. Just did not cover the card. KFC gravy overdose? Probably. No recap card too long. He would. Oh, he would love seeing Albazi get schooled. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would have been great to see that. Oh, and I remember what I wanted to say about the Cody Gibson Chad Anheliger fight was that Anheliger actually had a great defense for the arm triangle choke. So I give him credit there. He clearly worked on that. I'll tell you, you look 5'10". Good observation. I'm actually 5'11", actually, but a close guess. Thoughts on Fat Piggies? Not covering UFC cards, apparently. Maybe he got locked out of his account. Don't know. Don't know. Is Guru dead? As far as right now, that's all. We don't got much information on his whereabouts. And then I'll keep chatting, and then I'll just start talking about fights, because fuck it. Next fight on the card was Sarhi City versus Garrett Armfield. I thought Armfield pretty clearly won. Was what was. I'm not complaining. They gave a male Canadian MMA fighter. Well, Canadian, he lives in Canada, so we'll take him. He gave him the win. I thought Armfield fucking clearly won that shit, but it's a close fight. He pulled a crafty vet move. Of what? Just like dipping and not doing the card? Call the UK police. Yeah, it would have been good if he was still living in his shed, that we could maybe report a morbidly obese man got stuck in his shed, but it's not as funny now he lives in his own house. Concerned citizen, yeah, maybe filed missing persons report. Did you kidnap Guru? Yeah, I actually got him because I wanted to cover the card instead. I want to take all the views for his recap. What type of music do you listen to? I mostly listen to more rock stuff. I only really listen to music when I want to get hyped up while working out. That's literally the only time I listen to music, so mostly stuff like rock and shit. Nothing specific. A lot of Linkin Park. I love a fucking Linkin Park. So yeah, Surrey City, Garrett Armfield. It does come down to round 2, because the rest of it was round 1 pretty clear for City because of the the fucking Darce choke he went for. And what the fuck? Hold on, my fucking series trying to work. There we go. Alright, what the fuck? Who's your favorite fighters? Fucking Charles Jordane, who we'll get to in a moment. I watched BKFC, and afterwards I caught the main card and fell asleep right before the 5th round main event. It's a shame the 5th round was arguably the best part of the card. But yeah, the rest of it was kind of mid. Smoke Kush, don't know what that means. Guru is banned from the next 109 cards per Ariel Hawani. More content for me, I guess. So you're saying that Ayman Zahabi got him? Based on... Oh, you're talking about the Sarhi City Garrett Armfield fight? I was saying City won round 1 based on the Darce choke, which he got. And then Armfield clearly won round 3 just because he dominated on the ground. Round 2, it was Garrett Armfield was getting to him, kind of I wouldn't say piecing him up, but he's getting the better of every exchange, just landing the better shots. Then after partway halfway through, City started to get momentum, land some good shots, started to walk him down for a bit. Then towards the last minute, Armfield got the momentum back, started landing good shots back. And then based on it, it's like, okay, that's still Armfield's round. So I have for Armfield. It was a close fight, but I thought Armfield clearly won. Yeah, I saw that Brandon went hard in that last 20 seconds. So, oh yeah, it was great being in the crowd for that shit. That was fucking hype. Watching from the start, so desperate for news on our Lost Rabbi. Yes. Unfortunately, I have no updates, but I'll keep you posted if I hear anything. Hopefully he's still with us. Guru hit 250K subs and decided to talk about minors and got caught. What the fuck? I don't believe that's what happened, but yeah. Who do you have higher on the GOAT list, DC or Habib? DC actually has a kind of overrated resume, but I'd still put him over Habib, just in terms of like pure accomplishments. Like, I don't have DC near the top, but I do have him over Habib. Imagine everyone joking about Guru missing the card, but he's low-key just fucking died. Oh yeah, that'd actually be so fucking sad. It's just like, oh man, where is Guru? It's like, oh shit, he's actually dead. What the fuck? Yeah. what happened? Guru didn't do a UFC fight stream. I unsubbed, so I didn't notice. Didn't do anything. He posted his predictions for the card. Posted another video about the Bilal Muhammad Shavkat situation. Then never did a stream. Never did an event recap. None of that. He could have, and nobody would know. Guess no one would know. Do you think Tabora can meet Makshev? He has a shot, but I just think Makshev's too big for him. I think Guru actually got swad. Wouldn't be the first time. Who should Jordane fight next? Been a big fan of him since his UFC debut. Can't believe. Oh, I know. He's Victor Henry was pretty close to the ranking, so he actually should get a pretty decent boost. I was actually super fucking impressed with Jordane. Very fucking impressed with him. But before we get to Jordane, we need to talk about the GOAT, Alexander Romanov. Am I right or am I right? Alexander Romanov, future GOAT of the sport. Fuck Khabib, fuck DC, fuck John Jones. Alexander Blobanov, future GOAT. Charles had to won, or else he was gay. Which Charles you talking? Oh yeah, Charles Jordane. Oh yeah, right. He made a bet with himself that if he doesn't win, he's gay. Where the hell's Guru, man? I don't know. I'm asking the same question, man. But yeah, Alexander Romanov, just absolutely destroying Rodrigo Nascimento with those brutal knees to the ass. I mean, Nascimento, he's not going to be able to ship for a week after those knees to the ass. You know, and like I saw Stipe Miocic is a speech therapist. Perfect comparison. Alexander Romanov, equal striking to Anderson Silva. Absolute flow state, absolute clinic on the feet from Romanov. Superman punches, spinning back fists, all the best. One hell of a bet. You talk about Romanov? Oh, yeah. Rip Kyle, yeah. Stipe Jones, I got fucking Jones, obviously. Stipe Miocic is a senile old man. Shamil Gaziev versus the Blob. Oh, I don't know. I think they might just sort of fuse together and form the Ultimate Fighter. The ultimate super heavyweights, Gaziev and Blobanov. Yeah, man, I don't think the world could handle that fight. Can't believe he can move with that stomach out. I know. And jokes aside, what the fuck? Because I saw people, like, he moved to Moldova after, like, the Tybura fight. Gained 20 pounds and then just gained 20 pounds and got way worse at fighting. You know, it's sad. Like, his striking actually has looked somewhat better. It's just, like, he's in way worse shape, so it's like, what's the fucking point? Guru probably got arrested for imitating a Muslim in the UK. I wouldn't be surprised. Stipe all day. I don't know about that. Don't get me wrong. I don't think John Jones is the world beater he's being portrayed as. I think Aspinall would beat him. But I just don't see how you can pick Stipe after he hasn't won a fight in 4 years, which is insane to say. A guy is still ranked. I get he's like moved him down to number 8, but a guy's still ranked after not having won a fight in 4 years. Insane. Maybe the Dagestani's finally got him. Yeah, they launched a mob against him, with pitchforks and torches. Rip Guru, I know, man. Thoughts on my GOAT list: 1 Mighty Mouse, 2 GSP, 3 Aldo, 4 Silva, 5 Volk. I don't think you can have, if you're excluding Jones because of the roids, which is completely fine to do. You can't. It's hard to put Silva there because he also popped. So that's tough. I don't think you can put Volk there. So if Mighty Mouse, GSP, I don't mind that. Aldo, yeah. I get putting him there. Yeah, I don't mind the list. It's just like if you're gonna have the roid stipulation, it's kind of tough to put Silva there too. New to the channel, glad to be here. Thanks, man. I'm genuinely concerned for Guru. If he doesn't say anything and is still gone, then I actually will too. Remember when we thought Blabnov was a contender? Because he should have been. He was actually in decent shape, chucking around the lower level heavyweights. And then he got morbidly obese, suddenly got like way less strong, way less skilled. And then, well, you know, you're fatter, in less shape, you're worse at fighting. But Stipe is like a hero. I live one state over from Ohio and won't come out. It's tough to compare fighting fires to beating John Jones. But hey, I'm rooting for it. I want that to happen. It's one thing to not do the stream, but not do the recap shows he's cooked. Yeah, it's something's going on there. Grandpa Stipe gonna shock the world? I fucking hope so. I'm rooting for it every day. Even if I don't think it's highly likely, I'm rooting for it. Let's just all hope he's in jail and not dead. Well, I hope he's not in jail because I need fucking content. I need him to keep streaming because I need fucking content. Was Pitchforks and Torches a Tom Myers reference? That was I don't know Tom Myers specifically. It was more of a Frankenstein reference. I don't know if Tom Myers has something to do with that, but yeah. Let John have his normal sauce and let Stipe get on some TRT. Yeah, if Jones is probably going to be on roids anyway, so let Stipe get on that, you know? Make it a fair fight. This poor guy talk about UFC and everyone's more in Guru. Yeah, I know. I've tried to talk about fights, but it's everyone's like, what the fuck happened to Guru? Because, you know, y'all don't want to be stuck with my ugly ass. Am I the only one excited to watch Chandler's fight again? I rewatched some of his classics, man. Some of his fights were pure cats because they always are. They always are. Yeah, it's not stupid to be excited to watch Chandler fight because even though he's probably going to lose, he's going to make itself exciting. He's going to make it exciting. He's probably going to make it in a spot where it looks like he's going to win before he sees red and throws it away. Twitter keeps promoting rumors that Guru was raided by the government for talking about them. Well, given that's the UK, actually, it's unfortunate that that's not actually out of the realm of possibilities with the shit the UK is doing to fucking internet posts. Who's your favorite fighter? At the moment, Jordane, but just because, probably just recency bias, but yeah, I love that dude. Where it was, bro, I don't know, man. Guru got taken out. It's seeming more and more likely. Nah, man, you good? Don't say that? Yeah, appreciate that, man. Going through withdrawals without picking? I know, it's weird. Sorry, guys, I had to silence Guru. He was threatening to nuke me. Rip, he will be missed. Man, he was trying to do that again. I know he did that to you back in the day. OGs remember the original Gray Shirt channel before he changed your name to MMA Guru Clips and then got nuked off the face of the planet. But man, why you trying to take away my livelihood? Because I need him for content. Maybe Guru literally just got burnt out on the MMA fandom and taking a mental break. Yeah, maybe. Kind of weird to like not even mention that, but I don't know. People probably just call him gay online. Fucking pussy. So maybe. Favorite division? I don't even fucking know. Probably fucking bantamweight, honestly. Or maybe even flyweight. Those shits are always great. Do you think Guru went to New York to meet up with Big Tom? Maybe. But that's something that he would fucking say. Like that, if he's doing something big and exciting, he would definitely say that. Like if it's something more serious, then that makes sense for him to not say anything. Middleweight for me since 2006. Yeah, sometimes it feels so shit that's hard to enjoy, but sometimes it's so shit that's entertaining. So I get what you mean there. Maybe he's making videos with Tom Aspinall, but I'm saying like if it was something good, he would say it. Like he would say, "Hey, sorry, no recap. I'm out with Tom Aspinall right now." So people would be like, "Oh fuck yeah, I can't wait." Car was so bad he died. It has moments, you know. It had its moments. But again, I'm more biased because I was fucking there, so it felt better. And like even like the next fight after Blabanov was Yusuf Zalal versus Jack Short. That was crazy to watch live. Just hope he's okay. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, you want to hype up that you can get. You want to hype that up to get most reach spot. Yeah. If he's going to see Tom Aspinall for sure. Yeah, because I remember I watched Yusuf Zalal because like you have the option to like watch in the ring or watch the big screen above, and I was sort of flip-flopping throughout the whole card. And I watched Yusuf Zalal knee Jack Shore in the face directly, not on the screen, but directly watch him knee Jack Shore in the face, and it was one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen in my life. And then to see him like immediately, he subbed him after basically what happened with Ricky Simone against Jack Shore. It's like he's rocked him. Oh, there's an arm triangle. Oh, he's tapping. Like before it was like fully in. So that was the 145 Dark Horse. Yeah, I know. That's fucking great. He's fucking so fun to watch. He's always does that step in knee. And it's so fun to watch. Guru disappeared without notice during the Gutierrez song card to go to South Africa. He literally thought someone would to track which flight he would be on and follow him to the airport or something, yeah. But like we knew he was in South Africa for that. So it's like, will he go live in South Africa? It's like, okay, he didn't. But it's like we knew he was in South Africa for that card. Whereas this, like, there's literally nothing. He was randomly sick in August, maybe, so maybe they finally got to the pig. He got the plague and is currently in the ER. How did Burial wake up so fast? I don't know, man. Because that was that even the next fight? No, that was later. But I'll talk about that shit right now. Because I actually had a feeling Stoltzfus was gonna beat him. I did the safe pick of like, oh, Burial, but it's like I had a feeling because I watched Stoltzfus chuck around Punahele Soriano, and was actually schooling Bruno Ferreira on the feet before he got caught with a spinning elbow. And then to see him like immediately took him down off a failed kick. And then Barrel stands up with a minute left. They just start swinging. And then I saw some good memes about this. Like, the commentator's like, oh my god, this is where Burial thrives. Burial fucking dies. Fucking dies. Doesn't land anything while Stoltzfus is fucking cracking him, then sparks him out cold. And it was another crazy one to watch. Highlight of the card. Along with the Zalal and Jordane ones. Monkeypox symptoms coming back around. The Ewoks finally found him. Yeah, there's all sorts of theories going around. Anytime he gets sick, it's technically swine flu. That's a good one. Thoughts on Dricus Hamzat Strickland situation? I think most fans want to see Hamzat DDP, but it's hard to trust Hamzat's availability. I just want to see Hamzat versus DDP more because it just seems like a better fight. Just both. Because I get Strickland build up all that shit. He's gonna call him the fucking F word. You know what I mean? He's gonna drop a whole bunch of those. He's gonna say he was robbed and all that jazz. But I just want to see Hamzat versus DDP, just like fresh thing. I get it's tough to count if you want him as champion, because there's way more hype. But then you don't know if he's gonna get sick any of these times. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go with either one of them. Glad to see Stoltzfus getting noticed finally. Oh, man, because recently he's actually looked good. Like, he's actually looked good and improved. And to see him actually get, like, a good highlight reel is actually good for him. From the brink of getting cut, like, just, like, 2 years ago. Dude looks good in his wins and losses. Well, recently, at the start of his UFC career, he looked dog shit. But now he's actually clearly improved. When do you get sick? Didn't they say... they didn't know what was wrong with him? I'm pretty sure that was during the Asanya Duplessis card. When he came on with, like, just to watch the fight where he could, like, barely fucking speak. At least I think that's what you're talking about. I just want Strickland versus Bilal, but it would be better if they have a title, I reckon, oh, yeah, that'd be great. That would be a build-up I would want to see. Because now I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen there. If all the boundaries that could be crossed there. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Rose has a heavyweight-ass record, 14-7, still one of the women MMA GOATs. To be fair, she got into the UFC at, like, fucking 2-1, so it's just, so that kind of muddles, like, what her UFC and actual record is, but yeah, it is tough. That was, like, the stinker of the card. I went with my dad, he literally used that fight as a piss break. Because, like, in between fights, everyone just run to the bathroom and the lines were, like, around the corner. So it's like, okay, who gives a shit? I'm just going to try to get into the line while it's a bit shorter, like in the middle of the fight. Why are O'Malley and Vera fighting again? Is that an actual thing, or are you just making that up? We'll check good old Big Marcel. Nope, just a Nate Landwehr fight announcement, which is always great. No, I haven't heard about O'Malley Vera. How much are tickets to the Fight Night Live? Just curious. My seats, which were actually pretty good, were like $270 each. Canadian dollars, so that's a bit, I don't know what that is USD, but yeah, 270 Canadian dollars, which I thought they'd be more expensive, and they're pretty good seats. Like, I posted that thing on my community section. Like, that was the view I have of the cage. It was actually really good. Thug Rose, yeah, I know. I thought she won live. Like, I thought she won 1-2-4. But I might have just been not really paying attention to what was really happening on the feet in round 4 and be like, oh, it's on the feet. Rose must be winning. But yeah, I might rewatch that and see, like, Blanchfield was actually doing more. But watching it live, I thought Rose won. Base dad, I know. It was great. It's just like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to take a piss break. No way O'Malley and Vera fighting it. I haven't seen that anywhere. I think a guy just said that. Nate the Train live in 15 minutes away from his hometown, Clarksville. Oh, where's the fight for? 310 and it's at 310 in Vegas. Yeah, Yeah, him versus Dooku Choi. That's actually a great fight. And then other fights on the card were obviously fucking Jordane. Jordane looked fucking fast. Like I thought he was always quick at 145. I thought he going down to 135 would really make him look slow, but now he still looked fast as ever. Like he looked much quicker than Henry, and like he didn't look outskilled on the feet at all. Obviously, the wrestling is always going to be an issue for him, just because that's just his style of crazy wild attacks. He's always going to be susceptible to getting taken down. But yeah, his guillotines now is his signature move. He's literally got like 3 different types of guillotines, like the standard arm in against Ramos, the fucking one arm to adjusted side guillotine they got against Venata. It's like the same one Patchy Mix got against Magomed Magomedov. And then that fucking high elbow guillotine that was fucking nasty against Henry. That shit was great. No way O'Malley's fighting that ball. Hey, I have no idea if that's true. I just saw a guy in chat said that. I don't know if that's actually happening. So yeah, great for Jordane. And his back tat sick. Jones or Stipe? Jones. I want Stipe to win. I'm praying for it every day, but I think Jones is gone. And Jordane, with one of the highlights of the card, he got the crowd really supporting him with his he said, I'll make a bet with you guys. You all vote Pierre Poliev, and I'll go get the belt. And that really got the crowd on his side, because there were so many fuck Trudeau chants during the card. So fucking many fuck Trudeau chants during the card. And I loved every single one of them. They were great. So yeah, Jordane really got the crowd on his side with that one. Unless I was dreaming, I watched an announcement for Strickland versus DDP 2, Topuria versus Volk 2, and O'Malley versus Vera 3, and I was pissed. I don't want to see any of those 3 fights. I haven't seen those. I haven't seen the official announcement for any of those. Maybe I'm wrong, and I just haven't seen that, but I don't know if that was an actual thing. Oh, fuck, I'm in fucking top chat. That's not good. There we go. Sorry if I missed any chats, because I was in fucking top chat, not live chat. But I think it should be fine. I got 6K on Jones, but I'm hoping that Stipe TKOs that cokehead. What are the odds for that fight? Because the odds are probably insane, so I'm not sure how much value you're getting for that 6K. But yeah, it's just a safe bet. Castro saying talk about me or someone else? Oh, fucking Trudeau. Yeah. Oh, see, that was about me. You're talking about fucking Trudeau. Yeah, fuck that guy. He deserved every single one of those chants. Fucking Ariel Helwani easily schooling Pedro Munoz. Munoz looked fucking washed as hell, but at least he still got his chin. You can give him that. But yeah, Munoz should definitely retire. He's way too fucking old, way too slow. Lost any snap or pop in his shots. Goes to show, how the fuck did Chris Gutierrez lose to that guy? That's fucking insane. I have a 3-man Topuria, Alex, and Jones. Topuria, Alex Pereira? 3-man, like, so you had, is that, for Topuria and Alex, is that future ones, or fights that have already happened? So, like, did you have Topuria against Holloway and, like, Pereira against, Roundtree? Or are those, like, future fights for them? Believe in Stipe? I want to, man. Thoughts on Mike Malott? Yeah, I was just getting to him right now, actually. Mike Malott, boring as fuck. He's never going to be anything. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. I might rewatch that and see they fucking lost. Because afterward, he said he wasn't trying to go for a finish, which was, I believe him. He clearly wasn't trying to finish him. Now hit 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 hit, yeah, Pereira. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. So now, like, Jones is the final leg of that. Okay, yeah, those are all good. Pereira and Jones are safe bets, but Topuria one was a bit more risky. So yeah, I see you can get a bit more value out of a bet like that. Yeah, Malott, he was saying afterward that, like, he wanted to go for a submission, but he's hard to get down, even though he didn't shoot a single takedown, which was weird. And then fucking Trevin Giles, obviously, just fucking not throwing enough and letting the fight slip away in classic Trevin Giles fashion. Magny shook him, never wants to be where he ended up in that fight. Yeah, I get that, but it's just... I get that, but at the same time, he just looks so mediocre in his like boxing. It just looks so not very good. And then like, why not? Like, I get not wanting to gas yourself out, but like, why not even try to shoot? Do you bet on MMA like with actual money? Not at the moment, but I'll probably get into that. Right now, I just do the classic verdict MMA topology shit. Because right now, if I bet on MMA, if I just start betting money, I don't want to like ruin any of the fun of actually watching it. Because I want something cool and like exciting to happen and be like, ah, fuck, I lost money on that shit. I want to be like actually have the enjoyment of like watching it happen. And like the worst is like, damn, I got a pick wrong. You know? Did you hear Rebellis, the goat, the Spain got cut? Yeah, I heard he's doing something else now. Like the rumors that he signed somewhere else, probably fucking Karate Combat or some shit. Magny, the ultimate gatekeeper. I think Protest fucking kills him, but hey, you never know. Yeah, and then I mentioned the good old Dustin Stoltzfus getting fucking sparking burial. Me and my dad were fucking chuckling because in like the pre-fight package for that fight, one of the things they said about Burial was that like he was one of Canada's finest. And then me and my dad laughed to each other and be like, "Damn, we're really fucked, aren't we?" Yeah. Oh, he definitely killing him. Oh yeah, I think Prates fucking destroys him. Cry for 3 hours straight when I heard. Oh, when you heard Despain got cut. Yeah, all that hype just to find out. Wow, obviously he can't grapple. He made no attempt to even try that, and his striking is not even good. It's not even like, wow, look at this guy's strike. It's just like, wow, he throws big overhands and sometimes a jab, and he slips like after every big strike. Thoughts on Ariel being up Pedro Munoz? Yeah, he looked good. I thought Ariel looked good. He should definitely get a ranked opponent next. Who's on the fucking edge of the rankings right now? I'll check. Who should fucking Ariel Helwani fight next? Because he actually looked pretty much the same as like fucking Kyler Phillips did. And so you never quite know how he'll do against the top because we saw how Munoz how he can make guys look good. So yeah, they're probably not gonna give him Cruz. I say fucking give him Kyler Phillips or some shit, you know? Give him that. Or if Montel Jackson's gonna not fight anybody, give him fucking Montel Jackson. Probably kickboxing in one, maybe. I don't think he'd probably get something that big. So I assumed it'd be something smaller like Karate Combat. And then Jasmine Jazz Divisius. Obviously, her striking still looks pretty rudimentary and not very good. But her grappling actually looked like really good. Like I wasn't super impressed with like dominating like Priscilla Cachoeira or Cachoeira, not Cachoeira, Cachoeira. But yeah, Lipsky's actually shown great takedown defense recently. Like O'Neal couldn't do anything to her. Like Casey O'Neal couldn't take her down at all. Melissa Gatto couldn't take her down at all. Karine Silva took her down, but could only hold her. Couldn't do anything to her. But Jazavizis immediately took her down, beat the shit out of her, and eventually subbed her. It was actually a good performance. Makes Natalia Silva chucking her around and beating the fucking shit out of her look even better. MMA Guru doesn't make recap video incoming Deshaun to cover from. Fuck yeah, man. If he's fucking abandoned us. I'm here as our savior. The savior of Jerusalem. Kyler Phillips and Peyton Talbot, the future. I don't know if you can say that after watching Kyler Phillips against Rob Font, where his striking looked pretty dog shit. It's like he's got a big head kick, a wheel kick, and his boxing's pretty non-existent against someone who's actually skilled. He could take down Rob Font, couldn't really do much to him on top, and Rob Font would just stand up and just start schooling him on the feet. I remember just Spain being hyped up as the next and go something. Yeah, the Weasel did that. The Weasel even tweeted out recently is like, wow, this aged badly, because he made a video tell Ngannou replacement, 6'7" heavyweight destroying everybody. Who's your favorite MMA YouTuber? Obviously, I gotta say the one who makes me money every month, Guru. But other than that, I like the Weasel. I loved him when I started watching him. Then I didn't like watching him because he just got so boring, generic, and he just kept getting stuff wrong. But now he's actually gotten funnier, like the Weasel. I will say his content's actually gotten better recently. Other than that, I watch some MMA on Point, but some of their stuff's pretty boring and basic. And other than that, obviously, like, the big ones, just, like, the UFC channel themselves. And I miss fucking A tier. A tier made, like, the best fucking UFC edits, but he stopped posting. I miss that dude. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one, but Rob is trouble. Rob's good, but it's like if you can't crack font, that this talks about your own power. Kyler Phillips, Rob Font is super chinny. He's tough as fuck, which is why he never gets finished. But like anyone at the top of bantamweights has the ability to crack Rob Font and hurt him. Kyler Phillips had no ability to do that. He had no pop in his shots. But yeah. But Rob, he's one of the best, just pure boxers in the division. Font piece him up, yeah, I did. Where was Guru? I don't fucking know. Everyone's got so many different theories. UK government got him. The Daggies got him. He died somewhere and no one ever knows. He got the plague again. He's in the ER. MMA Guru thumbnail bait? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I gotta snatch up those viewers who are desperately searching to where the fuck that video is. I gotcha. And now, moving up the card again, Brandon Ribeiro versus Caio Machado. Worst fight on the card. What the fuck was that? Cut them both, please. Please cut them both. I don't care that Ribeiro won. He probably shouldn't have, but still, cut both of them. They're both terrible. They're both just awful. Just awful. Smart bait, to be honest. Yeah, I think it was too. I actually might change, like, which color is which. Like, I might make the big texts, like, flip around so it doesn't look exactly like his. But yeah, I don't mind doing. I think it's fine. I did similar ones since he didn't. If he posts a recap video, I'll definitely change it. But for now, I'm fine with that. I like a good American wrestler always, but Peyton Talbot versus O'Malley needs to go down eventually. I want to see Peyton Talbot work his way up still. But yeah, 5K subs and 30 viewers is crazy because I don't fucking stream. Or are you saying that's good? Because I think that's fucking good. 5K subs and 30 viewers, I think that's good. Holy shit, Dylan Young, thanks for the 10 New Zealand dollars, man. Keep content pumping, man. MMA Guru is jail for hate crime would be my guess. In the UK, they seem to be fond of doing that. Thanks for the 10 New Zealand dollars, man. Appreciate you. Keep content pumping, yes. Obviously, the fucking Magni protest card doesn't have much for me to do. But I'm going to do... One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do a fucking Gerald Mearshart compilation. That's going to be hype. And then I'll see what else I can do just outside of that card. It's a solid guess? Yeah. It's a solid guess. Literally fell asleep during this fight? Yeah, you didn't miss anything. The Ribeiro Machado card. Didn't miss anything. Whatsoever. And then at the end, there was something where they started to swing wild haymakers at each other for about 15 seconds before immediately stopping. But yeah, the whole fight was just them winging shots and whiffing kicks. That was the whole fight. Ribeiro got given the win for some reason. Cut them both. They're both shit. That fight was literally only there to be like a fun, exciting fight. Just even though they're terrible, like something cool was gonna happen. Someone was gonna get knocked out. But it wasn't even that. It was like, it's not they're so shit, someone's gonna get knocked out. It's, oh, they're so shit, they can't even fucking land on each other. That's the type of fight it was, and I hated it. And then you had to follow that up with 5 rounds of Aaron Blanchfield versus Rose Namajunas. Like, that's the shit that followed up with. So, like, that was the low point of the card, just right at the end. Because, like, at the start, it's like, it's still good. Like, this is still part of the experience. It's great. City Armfield was pretty good. I got to laugh at Romanov being the GOAT. But yeah, this at the end, it's like, man, this is the top of the card. What are we doing? Why is it this bad? Rose Namajunas fucking throwing that shit away. Does anyone know what happened to Piggy? Everyone's got different theories, but nothing definitive as of right now. Whole card was awful. I disagree. There were highlights that, especially because I was in the crowd when it happened. It really salvaged some of the low moments, like Zalal, Jordane, Stoltzfus, Jazz Divisius, and especially the main event. Like, because being in the crowd, those were fucking hype. People forget, man. People forget, man. Who we talking about? Who people forgetting about? Which of the fights I just mentioned? BKFC 68 was decent. Was there any one I would know on that card, or just standard BKFC? Because I don't really watch BKFC unless it's someone I would know. But I don't mind like watching that because that's always fucking brutal, and that's decent entertainment. Campbell and Guru, the card was disgusting. It's better than the fucking Apex shit we've been getting. Because, like, you can't really say that, and then for him to go and try and cover Protez Magny next week, you know? It's like, even though this card was definitely not great, if you compare that to fucking next week's card, it looks like UFC 300 in comparison, you know? But I will say, Derek Lewis falling out because he's a fat shit who can't stay in shape. Yeah, that was a big hit. Derek Lewis falling out. Bro, UFC 310 main card next week, kind of like, yeah, fucking is. Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders on the main card. That shit sucks. Something tells me Protez won't KO Magny. What tells you that? I would like to know what tells you that, because everything is telling me that's going to happen. Maybe Magny fucking holds him against the cage for a bit, but I don't see him out-wrestling Protez. Magny doesn't have great offensive wrestling. Like, specifically wrestling. He seems like he's a good guy. Like, he can take you down once you've already been broken. It's like he doesn't break guys with wrestling. He takes down broken guys. Like Daniel Rodriguez and Mike Malott. It's like they both gas out, and then it's like, oh, Magny's taking them down and beating them up. Like, that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit Magny's able to do with guys like that. And yeah, but the main event, Moreno versus Albazi, that was hype. They're just watching it from the crowd. The crowd was going fucking crazy for it. That was just great. Moreno looked so fucking good. Because it's like, I have no doubt he would beat Brandon Royval in the rematch. Like, I think he would definitely beat Brandon Royval. Because watching that, even live and rewatching part of it, he looked night and day to what he was against Royval. Because against Royval, he was just doing nothing but whiffing overhands. And just missing shots and trying to knock him out. And just coming up short on everything. If they don't put Krylov Azuma on the main card, UFC hates the fans. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Why the fuck would you put Carini Silva, Viviane Araújo on the main card, but not Krylov Azuma? What fucking pay-per-view buys are you salvaging by putting Carini Silva versus Viviane Araújo on the main card? Bo Nickel, Paul Craig, I get, because it's fucking Bo Nickel. They put him on 300. Obviously, they're gonna put him on 310. But like, I don't get that at all. Not putting Krylov Azuma on the main card. Moreno be a handicap person. What are you talking about, Albazi? So even though it was a robbery, Albazi did technically beat Kai Kara France. But like, Moreno just showed that he just put volume on him, outskilled him, beat the shit out of him, busted him up, and then made him look like a pussy in the last 30 seconds for sure. Triple C wanted that fight for Mexican Independence Day. That would have been interesting, maybe. I think Henry's done. Like, especially like I just think he's too old. He's gonna get worse if he tries to cut to flyweight. So I think Moreno would have fucked him up. Like, this version of Moreno that just fought would have easily fucked him up. I buy any pay-per-view Bo Nickel's part. Yeah, I'm not critiquing Bo Nickel being on 310. That's fine. I'm saying Viviane Araújo versus Carini Silva and Eric Anders versus Chris Weidman being on it above Krylov, Azuma, Murzakanov. Like, those don't make sense. Chris Weidman, maybe, but what are you fucking getting putting the female fight on there? Albazi was literally about to be paralyzed. I don't know how people were picking him. I don't know either, man. But, like, honestly, he looked like, nothing looked different from him versus Kai Kara France Albazi, that is. Because Albazi, in the Kai Kara France fight, Kai Kara France just tried to go strike for strike with him. Didn't put any volume on him. Just tried to do, like, a bit more. Like, tried to win a point fight. And they ended up giving it to Albazi by chance, even though Kai Kara France should have won. And then, obviously, Albazi out-grappled him for one round. Which you couldn't do to Moreno. But yeah, Albazi, it was tough. You couldn't really pick him because it's like Moreno coming off mental stress versus Albazi coming off being almost fucking paralyzed. So it's like, yeah, I see what you mean there. But yeah, Moreno did look good. That last fucking 10 seconds where Rolling Thunder went to scrap. Yeah, the crowd was going fucking insane for that. Absolutely insane. I reckon Bo is going to chin him on the feet. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, it's fucking Paul Craig, so he sucks ass on the feet. Perhaps since been back, only fought the best, Aljo Marab. True. Like, because again, he did have a close fight with Aljo, competitive fight with Marab. I just don't see how he could beat Moreno, because he's not gonna out wrestle him. Because Cejudo doesn't out wrestle people, and I just don't see how he could outstrike him. Like that version of Moreno. Moreno would be, especially at flyweight, because at flyweight at this point in Cejudo's career, that's gonna make him even slower, even worse. Just trying to cut down that much. I just don't see a way he could beat Moreno, like right now. Like I'm talking about this version of Cejudo at this point in his career, trying to cut down to flyweight and fight Moreno. Hill beat Paul Craig beat Hill and Ankalaev at light heavyweight. He's what Izzy wished he was, so yeah, he could beat Bo 100%. That's still insane. And he beat Nikita Krylov. Because I think people just literally didn't understand what Paul Craig was about till then. They didn't understand that was his way to win. That was his only way to win a fight, if you sat in his guard and let him lock up a sub. That was literally his only shot to win a fight, and people just hadn't quite realized that yet. Then after that, just like, oh, all you gotta do when he tries to like pull guard is just stand up. Make him, because he's not taking you down, he's trying to pull you on top of him, so all you gotta do is stand up. And now he's a fish out of water. Hill over it, he's good. It's just, he's just been so fucking annoying. Yo, Beast Lad, you retracted your message, but it's good to see you in here, man. Guru alive? I hope so, but the odds are about 50-50 at this point. Guru alive? We don't know at this moment. We're still trying to recover the facts. Do you think Jordane's gonna make it far at bantamweight? He's always gonna have a problem with wrestlers. So I don't think he's gonna make a run for the belts, but he's at a division now. If he can still maintain the weight, his health, and his speed, he's gonna do good there. He's gonna beat guys. Not literally just stand up, but Bo won't mind grappling exchanges. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he could probably beat him in the grappling. Because like Brandon Allen showed that he can be beaten in the grappling. He's not just like a grappling ace who no one can beat. But Bo Nickel, I think with his, because it's wrestling, and Nickel has shown really good jiu-jitsu, but it's a bit of a difference in jiu-jitsu there. So I think Bo, he would probably try to take him down, but I think he's probably just going to try to strike with them on the feet for the most part. Beast Lad and his mate kidnapped Guru for sure. Beast Lad, what do you think of these accusations? We need to hear from his side of the story before we go there. Oh, here it is. Glacier, I had to. After our war the other day. I'm not up to date on the Guru versus Beast Lad lore. Could you please inform me? Moreno would actually be good at bantamweight just because he's so quick and durable. I think he'd be too small. I do, because he doesn't quite have that physicality that like Davis and Figueiredo could bring up. So he could beat guys. I just think he'd just be a bit too small for like the grapplers there. Like Marab and Umar would just be too much for him in terms of size and strength. Whereas like Cejudo trying to cut down, I think that'd be his best avenue. Because like Moreno, he's not a massive flyweight, so I think he is at his best fit at a flyweight. What happened to Guru? He disappeared. We are unsure of his current whereabouts. But yeah, overall, the experience of going to a card, it was great. Like, just being able to see there, the atmosphere, all the fuck Trudeau chants, all that shit, that was great. Obviously, we'll prefer if the fights were a bit better. But yeah, I don't mind that. We argued on who would win Ilya versus Prime McGregor for 20 minutes. Who would you say would win? Who was on Ilya's side and who was on Prime McGregor's side? Hot take: Figgy is the hardest pound for pound fighter ever. I talk about hardest hitting. Oh yeah, hardest hitting. You just forgot to put hitting. Only guy to drop Pantoja and chin Cheeto plus his KOs obviously. I do genuinely think the weight cut was literally killing him. to where he had no explosiveness whatsoever in the second and fourth Moreno fights. Because, like, I watched those fights. I watched every Brandon Moreno fight. And even in the first one, it's clear, like, ooh, he doesn't quite have the power. He's looking a bit slower, a bit more diminished. Second fight, he had nothing. He literally had nothing. Like, nothing to offer whatsoever. Third fight, it's like, okay, he's done the weight cut a bit better. He's got some bit more power. He's able to hurt Moreno. And then he ended up winning. Fourth fight, he, again, just didn't try anything. Like, he had no offense, no nothing. But, yeah. But, yeah, he's clearly a lot better at bantamweight right now. And, yeah, in his prime at flyweights, yeah, he's arguably the hardest pound for pound hitter. To where he can shin guys at that size. Guru arrest confirmed. We're not sure. Moreno turned down Triple C's fight offer. That's because he used to train under Henry. I think even lived with his house. Yeah, that's true during the Ultimate Fighter days. But then they had the weird falling out. That was that was kind of cringe. The way Suho tried to play that. But yeah, a fight honestly doesn't make much sense just in general. But if Suho wants to like confirm a move down to flyweight as like a run for the belt type shit, then that'd make more sense rather than just like a random weird fight. But yeah, I understand Moreno turning down that fight. All right, B-Slide, you said Prime McGregor would beat Ilya. It's a 50-50 fight, but Guru made it sound like Ilya would have destroyed him. Yeah, at 145, Prime McGregor would have had a shot. But it's tough to say because the Prime McGregor, because Prime McGregor, he had just beaten Aldo at 145. So that's what you say is prime, but then I think you would go. It's weird because like his prime at featherweight was Jose Aldo, but then he immediately lost to Nate Diaz. But then he improved, got better, and then beat Diaz, and then destroyed Alvarez. But then after that, he never went down to 145. So it's tough to say prime featherweight McGregor versus like just prime McGregor in general. So that's kind of a tough way to compare McGregor and Ilya, because it's like, which prime McGregor are you talking about? Because like prime McGregor at featherweight, I actually think is a bit different than the prime McGregors in general. Like I think prime McGregor in general was when he fought Alvarez at lightweight. At that point, he was nowhere near his body frame to go back to featherweight. Something to think about, but I see what you mean there. It'd definitely be a close fight. If Murad beats Figgy, then that would be 5 former UFC champions he's beaten in a row. Umar can wait. It's tough to say that now that Figueiredo's fighting Petr Yan. Yeah, that would be impressive. For sure if Murad beat him. And Murad could probably beat him, just with the pressure. Figueiredo, I think, like, because Figueiredo's cardio is never going to be the best. It's definitely improved from what was a flyweight. But yeah, that would definitely be impressive for his resume. Prime Connor loses after Ilya low kicks him 3 times and Connor falls over because he wasn't used to them even in 2021 with Dustin. Yeah, that's true. I would pick Ilya. Like, I think Ilya would beat any version of McGregor, but I won't act like he destroys him. Like, B-Slat, I will say, Ilya 100% destroys him is just a bit silly. He could, but you can't say that with absolute certainty. Figgy versus Yan should be an awesome fight. Oh, yeah, for sure. Figueiredo, he's shown some holes in his, like, striking defense, like, against, like, Vera. So it will be interesting to see that, but we've seen Petr Yan get hurt. So, like, if Figueiredo's definitely got a shot there. I don't think Figgy's going to be able to grapple him, though. So if it's a stand-up fight, I think Jan's going to be a bit too much for him technically on the feet. God damn. It's clear I don't talk that much because my throat's literally fucked up from literally talking for the last 54 minutes. Ugh. MMA has evolved so much in the 10 years since Conor was good. Ilya wins 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 is a bit of a stretch, but I would pick Ilya. Better overall boxing. Leg kicks, as it was mentioned before. But yeah, I wouldn't say 9 out of 10. I'd say 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5 out of 10. How often do you stream? This is like the 6th time I've ever done it. So I'm going to try to do it more recently now. Maybe in between days where I have nothing to post, I might just go live. Because like on like just a regular clip that I post or compilation, they're never monetized right off the bat, so even just going live for about an hour basically makes as much money as like the average one. The 145 division was better 10 years ago though. Was it? Because it was like McGregor, Aldo, Mendez, Frankie Edgar. I'm pretty sure like Cub Swanson was up there too. So it's tough to say now. I'd say I wouldn't say he's definitely better, but there's some elements that were better back then for sure. But yeah, again, I don't think Ilya guaranteed destroys him. I just think Ilya would win. Is Max Holloway the only common opponent that Topuria and McGregor have? I don't know off the top of my head, but I think so. Chad Mendes? Yeah, Chad Mendes. Sorry, just joined. Did Guru have a Mayo heart attack? That's a possibility. Certainly is. We are still unsure of the situation as of right now. In their primes, Aldo, McGregor, Holloway, Mendes, Edgar are way better than the top 5 at featherweight now. It's tough. Edgar? Top 5 now. If we actually, yeah. Movzar would be a player in there, I think. At least, I think Movzar could have beaten Edgar or Mendez back then. But I see what you mean. Like, we've seen Edgar destroy Yair Rodriguez. I'll give you that. Like, in their primes, I could give you some fires like that. I could see Yair losing to quite a few of those guys. And yeah, I guess Diego Lopez is an interesting wild card in there. Guru got that Chimaev immunity. Yeah, we're gonna see one of those pictures of Guru in the hospital saying he's struggling. Better striker, more powerful, higher IQ, better grappler, better wrestler, arguably better kicks. Did Connor ever actually land a kick at featherweight? Better resume. Ilya is so much better. Okay, you're going a bit farther. You're going a bit far. Because he's not insane. He's not so much better at all those elements. I will say he is better in most of those elements, if not all of them. But like again, to say he easily destroys him is just a bit of a stretch. He could easily destroy him. We don't know. We never will know. But to say it was a guarantee is just a bit of a stretch. That's all I'm saying. I think Ilya will win though. Lopez, Movzar, Volk, Holloway, Allen is a better top 5. Yeah, you can make that argument because like we can't really know from like fucking 10 years ago. We can never see those guys fight at that point now that they were then. We've seen some of those fights we've seen some fights happen between different versions of them. Like we've seen Volk beat Mendez, but it was Mendez slightly past his prime. We've seen Edgar destroy Yair Rodriguez, but that was Rodriguez slightly before his prime. So it's tough to know for sure, you know? It can never be a guarantee. You can never make these statements as if it's a guarantee, because it never is, because we simply don't know. Lopez still a featherweight or lightweight now? He's still a featherweight. That was the only one-time thing, just for the Ortega fight, when it was originally scheduled because Ortega couldn't make weight, and then for the Dan Ige fight because it was short notice. But yeah, Lopez has always been a featherweight. He is huge though. Definitely stream and still post stream clips could be like a non-degenerate, more successful Rigo. I see what you mean there. Definitely the non-degenerate part. But yeah, I do want to start posting more just clips from stream. I just haven't been watching them as much. Yeah, I'll try to get more just funny clips along with the compilations for sure. He's huge. Yeah, he is huge. Rip MMA Gurash. Yeah, We can laugh about it now, but who knows? Maybe he is fucking dead right now. Any update on his Twitter? No, just Michael Chandler being gay on his Twitter. And nope, nothing in the last 2 days on his Twitter, which is insane because he likes to tweet like everything, every thought he ever has, you know. And then apparently Trump's currently barely winning the election. Okay, who knows? Who knows about that shit? Rigo, weirdest person. Yeah. Like, I watched, like, when he first started streaming, it'd be like, okay, this is alright. And it's just like, okay, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing? Wait, I'm gonna check on Rigo's channel right now. What has he posted recently? I haven't checked. So I'm pretty sure, like, some guy yesterday said he was in fucking El Salvador. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. One of his the first video that popped up from Rigo was we need to talk about Francis Ngannou's son. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Why is that? That's the first video that popped up when you search up his channel. Ortega needs to go lightweight. Featherweights will always do well against lightweights. Tough to say because like Ortega, his style, he's way too fucking hittable. Like, he's so hittable. Like, if he fights, like, fucking Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, he's gonna get chinned up at that level. Because even though they're worse, they have just that much level of power. They have way more punching power. So it's like a guy who's as hittable as Ortega, if he doesn't completely fix that, he's always gonna be at risk of getting chinned by those bigger guys. Guru never misses a fight stream, something happening. The only times he's missed ones that I can, like, in recent modern MMA Guru lore is the Song Gutierrez one because he was in South Africa. And then I remember fucking Ryan Spann versus Anthony Smith because he was, like, fucking sick. He did beat Moicano. Who beat Moicano? You talking about... Talk about like who recently has beaten Moreno that you're talking about. Oh, Ortega. Yeah, but again in that Ortega. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Ortega, but in that fight he was even losing on the feet to Moicano and only won because Moicano stuck his head in the guillotine. Patty versus Money Moicano is what we need. It'd be kind of a shame for that, just in terms of like Moicano, because like he should be getting a jump up, but he would have to go down to fight number 14 Patty Pimblett. That's fight like that'd be great for hype, like that'd be great. It's just like it's just kind of a shame that Moicano has to waste like what's left of his prime to keep fighting down. But yeah, that'd still be a great fight just in terms of like hype and build up. Yeah, that'd be great. Moicano probably beats him, but yeah. Volk and Max should be at lightweight and do Bronx welterweight. No. Oliveira's fine at lightweight. He wouldn't. I don't think he should be fighting at welterweight. He's not that big. Like him, like he would be dwarfed by Shavkat Rakhmonov. You know, that'd just be too much in terms of size. Volk and Max should be light. Max Holloway just confirmed he was moving up to lightweight, so that's happening. Volk, I don't know. He's gonna fight Topuria, probably get knocked out again, probably retire. Guru Chimaev, yeah, he's got that same immune system. If he wants it, but it'd take a Dan Hooker versus Money Moicano, even though it might be a step down after destroying BSD. Yeah, I get that. It's a tough division to break into with like all those guys. It's like Poirier, Gaethje, and Chandler. It's all those guys. You can't be like, oh, it's time for Moicano to get a jump up against Michael Chandler, because that's not really how that works, because they use them for more star power rather than actual ranking spots. So yeah, he's already fought Fiziev. Probably wouldn't want to fight him again. So it could maybe justify him fighting Gamrot. Like, that'd be a tough fight, though. So yeah, Dan Hooker is probably not going to accept a fight with him. So either that, or it's just a fight. The easy fights like Beneil Dariush. I'm pretty sure Grant Dawson like said he wanted to fight Beneil Dariush, but they already had plans for him. So I'm wondering who Dariush is scheduled to fight. It's probably because that's gonna be a guy they're probably gonna give somebody to try to boost them up. Moicano versus Beneil, yeah, it's like they either do Moicano versus Pimblett, or they try to give either one of them the Beneil Dariush test. So yeah, that's an option for both of them too. Drew Bronxby almost dying making lightweight. It scares me sometimes. What times was he almost dying? Because he made weight versus Gaethje and the scale fucked him. I'm glad that everyone unanimously just agrees that's what happened. Instead of trying to claim that he actually missed weight for that card. So yeah, in terms of that, I think it's just like a tough weight cut for him. I don't think he's actually dying. Like you've seen Islam making weight, he literally looks like fucking Skeletor. Like that's a bigger weight cut than Charles. Thoughts on Guru dying? It'd be a sad time. I'd be without content and have to rely on my own personality and talent. So my channel will probably die along with him. Rigo is what the wider MMA world views MMA gurus. Yeah, that's literally what that is a great analogy. Just a fucking worthless troll just trying to be nasty online just for the sake of clicks. And when I say nasty, I'm not trying to be soy, but I'm not trying to be like a soy, but it's like, oh, he's so nasty online, I don't like it. Like, no, like, he's literally just fucking making fun of Chris Duncan's dead mom, Francis Ngannou's dead son, and, like, what fucking other stuff is he doing? Yeah, some other weird shit. Some weird shit. Oh, God, I'm just scrolling through his channel. It's just some, yeah, it's some weird shit. Rigo, piece of crap. Yeah, just in general. Islam cheats, though, with IVs. It's kind of sad how that got nowhere. How, like, how they were like, yeah, we have hard-cut evidence that there was IVs used in that camp, and we will show it. And then never got shown. That story just entirely died, so... My theory there was they found out it was actually Zubair Tuhugov who used IVs on that card because he missed weight by like 5 pounds. So that's what I just determined what happened. But yeah, who knows? With how jacked Islam gets after having such a tough weight cut, I wouldn't be surprised if he uses IVs, especially in Abu Dhabi. I don't know why, but I can just see Buckley catching Gary on one league leg during a kick and chinning him just like Wonder Boy. I can too. But I always just like assume Ian Gary can be KO'd easily, but he's honestly showing a decent chin, so I don't think it's gonna be as easy as that. But I can see Buckley winning. Yeah. No, Deshaun, you could inherit Giuliano or Hente as a pay pig. Hell no, man. I don't got that kind of disposable income. Just be giving Guru all my money like that. Yeah, that guy's a bit crazy with just like giving like fucking $200 to him every other day. Rigo is a PDF file. I thought he was still around in the MMA. I thought he's still around in the MMA fandom. Yeah, he definitely is. He's doing his own degenerate shit now. Guru did almost downstream a few times. To be fair, it was close. Yeah, I actually pretty sure I posted a compilation of that shit. Like during the Jordan Wright versus Dushko Todorovic fight, literally in the middle of watching the fight, it's like, what's happening? What's happening to me? What's happening? Like he's literally about to like fucking explode or fucking go into cardiac arrest. Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, Rigo is a piece of shit. Guru is like the right. Doesn't hide his hate or toxicity. Rigo is like the left, want to lie to your face and act like he's better. I don't know if you can. I'm not sure if you can determine those with the political spectrum of that, but that's definitely what they are. Doesn't hide his hate or toxicity. Rigo's, yeah, wants to lie to your face and act like he's better. Yeah, I get that. I don't know if that's like left, right type shit, but them as people, that is correct. Ali switched on himself with that deleted tweet. Oh, was that with the Ali Abdelaziz when he like insinuated Islam did use IVs during that whole situation? Is that what you're talking about? Snitch on himself? Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, that was very weird. Volk actually finishes him in the 5th if he can't rehydrate with 1-2. It's tough to say that for sure, but like he might have used them. It's tough to say, but yeah, it's tough to say because if you don't, because maybe he did, and that could have been a factor. We can't say that for sure, but that definitely could have been. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember Ali Abdelaziz. I don't remember exactly what was said, but he did post some cryptic shit that insinuated Islam did use IVs. But again, from what, because if Volk's camp definitely had strong evidence, I'm pretty sure they would post it if they actually had it. That it was like Islam, because like, but what they kept saying is his camp used it. So my theory was always they found out that it was actually Zubair Tuhugov who for sure used one, and then because he ended up getting cut from the UFC right after that, so that sort of strengthened that further. Fuck it, new guru. Fuck it, maybe I am. Maybe you guys are fucking stuck with me from now on. Or the mark on his arm was from blood being drawn. Yeah, I get that. There's a whole bunch of sketchy shit there, but the way it just ended up dying and fading into obscurity. It just made it a bit weird. Islam and Usman both popped from that camp. They were 100% PED cheats. Oh yeah, because like with Islam, the way just it's one of those again. It's just like you can't say for sure, 100%, but you can be like very, very, very confident that they were. And then if it does turn out they pop, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. Whereas the guy with John Jones, it's just like, oh, he's a blatant PED cheat. Like we know this. Where it's just like, oh, we're pretty certain of this. What would you guess Screw's net worth would be? I'd say he makes like, tough to say, because some of his shit is getting age restricted recently. But he definitely, I don't think he's like a multimillionaire right now, but I think he's getting to the point where he is making a solid living doing what he's doing. I don't have like an actual number to give, but he is easily supporting himself with what he's doing right now. I think that's pretty easily thing to say. Perth Australia Commission got different rules, but if you ask me, they cheated. Yeah, I remember them. I remember them. It was like a whole thing where it's like they actually said you couldn't cut weight. It's like literally in their commission rules that was actually against their rules that they to actually cut weight in general. But then people just like they just let them do it anyway because obviously. Because I remember back then a whole bunch of weird shit in their rules. I have so many mates who suck off John Jones. It infuriates me. Just people online. It is pretty sad. But then when you find out, like that dude Blondin on Twitter, it's like, oh, he's also a domestic abuser who's a piece of shit. That makes sense why he's a John Jones fan. But I'm assuming some of your mates aren't like that. But like when I see some of those people online, it just when you find out some of them are just like John Jones, it makes sense. Fuck Blondie, yeah, I literally blocked him because not because he did anything to me, just because I was so sick of literally looking at what he had to say. Pissed me off too much. Guru say makes like 20K a week, I think. I remember sometimes he'd say some shit and then like try to double back on it as if that's not actually what it was, but I wouldn't be surprised if some insane shit like that with especially now because he's getting like averaging like 150,000 views per video. So he's definitely doing better now than ever. Even if he's slacking off in terms of quantity of uploads, he's doing great in terms of views on those. Guru is definitely worth like 2 mil, especially with his property in London. If he has a nice house all to himself, which he says he's paying rent on it, so he's not like he didn't put all the money on it right now. So I don't think he's at like a fully stable place in terms of his money. But like he has a lot. I think he has a lot right now, but I don't know like for future. Like, because if he did, then he probably just fucking outright buy it. John Jones equals #1 lying, cheaty, baby mama beating, dopehead phony. No lies detected. No lies in that statement were detected. If it was can't cut weight in sauna because boxer die from it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember one of those things where it's just like when people looked, it's like wait, people were just breaking the rules anyway. Yeah, it was a whole weird thing. I remember. Obviously I don't remember everything from back then, but I remember a whole bunch of layers to that Islam IV controversy. Giuliano donates 50K a year. It looks like it. Because like every stream I pop on, there's like the big red donation at the top of the screen from Giuliano or Gente. We not gonna make it without Guru? My channel certainly isn't. I'm not funny enough or have enough personality to sustain it on my own. Ugh. Donations never stop, and Guru got no girlfriend to drain bank accounts. Is probably doing fine. Yeah. I get what you mean. Since he doesn't really live an entire life outside of YouTube, he's not really burning his money elsewhere. So like it's literally just going directly into his pocket. So yeah, and it's kind of a shame how much of a far cry the streams are from what they used to be. Because before, when it was like a couple hundred viewers, I remember in the good old days, you would just put a message up. He could eventually read it, and then and then there'd be a donation every once. I was like, man, thanks for the donation. Now it's like, this donation, yep, agree. This donation, yep, sure, yep, sure. This donation, thanks for donation, yep. Just like going through donation, not really giving a full reaction to it, because just another donation there. Do you have a mullet? No, but I'm not gonna show my hair. It's pretty shitty right now. It's not really anything right now. If you looked at my other older lives, my hair was like completely short, like buzzed down, spiked up. Now it's just sort of growing out the back a bit. So nothing crazy. Yeah, but the vast amounts of mayo he consumes drains his bank account. That is a good point. His mayo budget probably consumes most of his income. Does anyone know what happened to Guru? Nope, no one does at the moment. Ronald, he died. He got an infection from his rusty wheelchair. Solid theory. Solid theory. We'll keep that one in the bank. We'll give you a prize if that one ends up being correct. Years ago, yeah. Now I'm like the only non-member comment on his videos. Yeah, I will fully admit that I'm not even currently a member right now. I always just leech off getting gifted memberships because it's kind of rigged towards people with subs. So yeah, I've never actually paid for a membership. I've just gotten like 10 free ones, and I don't regret that ever. Because if I'm gonna get them for free, what's the point of actually paying for them? To be fair, most of the donos are just retarded impressions, rage bait, and sped questions. True. Which is why, like nowadays, with so much of them, he can just afford to be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, sure. So yeah, all those ones, he can just sort of speed through them, and they're just in the background, never to be heard from again. Better out the back than the front, like Logan Paul with his. I'm not sure what the context of that was, but okay. Well, boys, end of an era. It was nice knowing y'all. Yep, we're gonna the Guru verse is gonna end up spread across MMA community to maybe one day be reunited in the future under a new leader. I gifted you a few. I do remember that. And then there was some other fucking guy. I don't remember what his name was. Matthew Wolf or some shit? I don't know. Wolfgang something? I don't remember what the fuck it was. Just some dude who every once in a while will come in and gift like 50 memberships. Pretty sure it's Wolf something. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, that guy gifted me a bunch, and you did too, Beast Lad. Guru should up the price to like 20 quid per dono. That's kind of... And he looks a bit too greedy doing that. This was like the first YouTube channel I've ever did a super chat down on last stream. Really, man? Thanks, man. I appreciate that shit. Yeah, man, that's like... Because like a single dono on like a stream like this is literally like the equivalent of what I would usually make on the compilation. Unless the rare occasions where they get monetized, like fully monetized right away, then they could make like $20. Right, but usually they make like $3-4. So yeah, like you just doing that one donation yesterday, that's literally just like what I would make on the video I post. So I appreciate that shit, man. Yeah, Matt. I was actually honestly really considering streaming during the card, like in the middle of the card yesterday, but I'm just not sure that would have turned out good. Support the small guys here in the MMA fandom. Appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that, Matt Powers. I really do. Yeah, my parents were actually really wanting me to stream during the card, like just like in the crowd, like showing the fight. But I was actually really considering it. But then when like I tried to pull up internet, there was internet in the arena. It just was not good at all. Kept cutting in and out. And then of course like it got so fucking loud in there. I'm not complaining that it was loud because that was hype, but that would not make for a great streaming experience. I feel like I hear just people yelling weird shit. Because there was some weird shit being yelled at in the background. Some of it was funny, some of it was a bit weird. Are the he got arrested rumors just random BS? I remember the MMA Che mentioned that. Plus, there's a couple of tweets around. That's just rumors right now. Just rumors. It's just like with the state of the UK and their stance on trolling online. It's just unfortunate that actually is a non-0% possibility. It is a non-0% possibility that he got arrested for like spreading hate online or some shit. But yeah, nothing confirmed at the moment. Nothing confirmed. You should have gone live. Now the big three bedtime Flukas Guru were live. Would have been so many views. Unfortunately, I only realized that after the card. I looked at it's like, man, I was like going to make my like post-card compilation of Guru reacting to every finish on the card. It's like, holy shit, he didn't go live. Because if I realized that during the card, I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna go live. I'll get all the viewers. But I didn't realize that. But like at the end of the day, I was just there with my dad, just enjoying myself. So it just wouldn't have felt right with me trying to force anything funny. Lamau Bro's going to come out fully radicalized. Guru, you mean? Shed Guru was more funny and seemed more happy and jolly. Also seemed more wise. It's just tough now because I think Twitter kind of ruined him. I'm not gonna say ruined him, but I just don't like the new Twitter era Guru as much as like the older Shed Guru. Bro's the new Guru, except I can have legs. And what else would I have? I don't got that Shara Magomedov facial hair. And I got a shitty monotone voice instead of the hilarious American / British accent that Guru had. Keir Starmer is a commie who supports immigrants who are like 90% more likely to commit crimes over the national population. Guru spoke against it, so he got a letter through his door. What was that? Something that happened on stream or some random shit that happened on Twitter? It was like an actual thing on stream. I've been watching since middle school, 2006. After watching much MMA, you just get burned out. Maybe that's all it is. I don't think he'd be burned out from MMA itself. If it's from burnout, it'd probably just be more from the fandom. Since he'd be getting shit on so much on Twitter just because he says some dumb shit on there sometimes. Along with, and then like obviously it's fucking Twitter, so whenever he tries to make a joke, it's taken completely seriously. So he gets called a racist and a scum of the earth by like other members of the MMA community. He spoke about it on stream? Oh yeah, I haven't been watching all the streams, so yeah, I definitely would have missed that. But again, it's tough because like he doesn't upload the streams, so I'm not sure if how that would actually impact some stuff. If he posted an actual video or tweet about that, then that would probably hold more weight. But yeah, any other news that has popped up? No, Michael Chandler's being gay. Not much that I'm seeing right now. Yeah, mostly it's election shit. I bet he's doing something with Aspinall. Timing fits more or less. I said this at the start of the stream, but I'll say it again. If he was doing something good like that, it would just make way more sense for him to say something about it. Because it gives it more hype, more explanation, and then people actually be excited for it, rather than just like going radio silent, then come back, it's like, oh, I was with Tom Aspinall. It make more sense as like boys, I'm gonna miss the card, but it's worth it because I'm gonna go do some cool shit with Tom Aspinall. Stay tuned. It would just make way more sense for him to do that rather than disappear and go do something with Aspinall. I'm just saying like that just makes that idea of him with Tom Aspinall just a bit less likely in my opinion. Thoughts on Ilya Optura Topturo, some shit? Yeah, Ilya Topuria is fucking nasty. I literally said I was literally saying after he knocked out Max, it's like, yep, no one's beating him at featherweight. No one's beating him at featherweight. If these guys can't strike with them, I don't think Movzar is good enough to out wrestle him. Tom's in New York, so yeah, that wouldn't make that much sense for Guru to go there rather than just do something in the UK. He might have been after the. It might have been after the Umar Sandhagen vid, I think. Oh, you're talking about the weird immigration shit? Like they're in the video or during stream. I'm familiar with that situation. Lopez got a chance, but not a great chance. Like Lopez, yeah, he has the moment at first chance. Like if they go in for a car crash, Lopez has like the chance to come out on top at first. But within like an extended crazy fight, I just don't think he's good enough technically to beat Topuria. Too open, too exposed, too slow with his hands. He's explosive as shit, so like he has a shot. But I don't think his takedowns aren't good enough on their own to get Topuria down. Aljo will be champion by 2025 in featherweight, mark my words. The fight with Movzar will dictate how well he can do moving forward. Because it's tough with Cater how much that holds weight. But if he fights Movzar, if he looks good against Movzar, that will be a possibility of him becoming champ. But if he doesn't look like exceptional against Movzar, he wouldn't. I don't think he beats Topuria. Right now, I do not think he would. But a good performance against Movzar could change that opinion. Yeah. Volk should take on the winner of that one. Yeah, but he's gonna at this point it's been pretty made clear that he's only gonna fight for a title. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna. That's not something I don't think he would want to do. It makes sense like logically. I just don't think it's just gonna happen just in general. But yeah, I do think he's just gonna try to fight Topuria again, get knocked out, then probably just retire. It's gonna be sad, but it's probably what's gonna happen. Man, it's crazy how much more viewers I've gotten today than tomorrow. I know today I got more of a clickbaity thumbnail instead of just my ugly face. More of a reason to talk because instead of just like I'm going to the card, I've been to the card's happened. But man, viewers just been better than around 30 viewers the whole time rather than like 10 yesterday. Genuinely don't care who wins out of Evloev Sterling, one loss and the other one gets murdered by Ilya. Well, one loses and the other gets murdered by Ilya. Yeah, I would rather Sterling win just because Evloev's boring. But I get Sterling's boring, but I just think Sterling's more entertaining as a person. But, yeah. Guru is not here. Nope, you're stuck with me, unfortunately for you. But yeah, as of right now, I don't see how either of them could be Ilya. Because, like, seeing how much Arnold Allen was able to scramble with Movzar Evloev, and then Evloev wouldn't even be able to do like the play the hand game nowadays against someone. So like I'd probably pick Allen to beat him in the rematch, honestly. But yeah, Movzar's good. He's just one of those guys where he's the only like pure wrestler along with Sterling, like the grappler who's like maybe has a shot. Because that's what's gonna take to beat Ilya. Or someone at lightweight like Islam who's too physically big and strong for him. That's what's gonna take to beat someone like Ilya. Because, yeah, we've seen how Ilya does against the strikers. And someone just, like, purely explosive like Emmett. He just technically schooled him. But in hindsight, Emmett showed, like, a fucking titanium chin in that fight. Like, he literally fucking ate everything. Got dropped and hurt, but he just kept coming. Never went out. say I respect to Emmett's chin after seeing what he did to Holloway and Volk. Especially after seeing what he did to Holloway. And yeah, I don't really. And then the only other interesting prospect would be Gene Silva, but obviously we just want to see how he does going up the rankings before we say, oh, he beats Ilya. But Gene Silva, just as a prospect, is someone that I would like to look out for. Like, this on technical skill level. Most of those fighting nerds guys, I want to see them at a higher level. Especially Gene Silva and Rufy, for sure. Because even though Prates, he's looked nasty in his recent fights, he's shown weaknesses before in the UFC. Against Trevin Josna, he's shown weakness, whereas the Gene Silva and Rufy have not. So it's just, I just want to see like how far they can go at that level, you know? And yeah, other than that, I don't see how Ilya loses at featherweight. Is there any other prospects at featherweight? UFC featherweight rankings. Because I don't think we've seen Murphy. I don't think he poses a threat at all. Rodriguez is open. He has a shot, but I think he would get pretty easily ragdolled. Because when you see how Ilya was able to pick up and chuck down Holloway, I don't think Rodriguez would be able to get, stand up from that. Yeah, I don't think there is anyone there. The only other good prospect at featherweights right now is Zalal, but Zalal, I think he's a bit too thin and frail. He's good, and he'll probably make a run up the rankings, but I don't think he's a guy who could say beats Ilya right now. Ilya will probably be too physical for a guy like Zalal. But yeah, not a ton of good prospects other than them right now. Because I don't count William Gomez as a prospect because I fucking hate him. I can't wait for the day he fights someone better and gets destroyed. Because I do think I thought Brito clearly beat him, but yeah. We're stuck with Gomez as a prospect for now, but yeah. Yeah, no other good ones at the moment. Yeah, some other? Any fight announcements in the last fucking 20 minutes? Nope, just... also, why is Janice fighting Tybura? Why is Janice fighting Tybura? Wouldn't it make more sense for him to fight Tuivasa instead? Like, honestly? So, like, he's unranked. He's 2-0 in the UFC. And he was getting a jump to fight number 11 Derek Lewis. Holy shit, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, never mind. I thought the UFC's rankings were fucked up for a moment, but no, they just had Rosenstruik and Tybura both ranked at number 9. Makes more sense to me. I disagree. Because Janiz was only fighting Lewis because it's a fun strikers fight for Lewis. Someone tell Guru to go live. I would if I could, but I don't know. But instead, Janice, he gets a jump up to number 9 to fight a more grappling heavy guy. It would just make more sense to me for him to fight number 12, Tai Tuivasa. Instead, if he's like Derek Lewis is out, it'd be more sense like, oh, he fights Tuivasa instead, who's lower ranked, number 12, and it's still a striker fight, and they fight Tuivasa could win. Versus a fight that's less favorable for Janiz, but a higher rank up. This seems like a weird fight to make. And yeah, Rodrigo Nascimento, it's still sad seeing him ranked out because bro got outstruck by Blabanov. Literally, not even joking, got schooled on the feet by Alexander Romanov. I know he's the future GOAT along with Shamil Gaziev, but yeah, seeing him, you can't beat Romanov on the feet. You don't deserve to be anywhere near the rankings, like at all. Like that's just insane. Tuivasa gonna be awesome when he gets cut and signs to BKFC. Yep, that's what it's looking towards. Because right now you can't give anyone ranked, so that's why I was thinking give him Janiz, an unranked striker who he could beat. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they already got rid of Call. Could they justify giving them to? Since Janiz is Um, they, like you have fucking Mick Parkin. How about that? Who's up for that? Tai Tuivasa, Mick Parkin. That's a good one to maybe keep Tuivasa in the UFC for now. Yeah, that seems like the only justifiable one for him to get him back in the win column. Yeah. Because Nzechukwu doesn't deserve anything after beating Chris Barnett. So yeah, there's not... Heavyweight's still pretty light. So yeah. Slick Mick Parkin beats Ty. I get Mick Porkin's gonna make a run, but all jokes aside, that's a fight Tuivasa could win. That's a fight that makes sense in terms of like rankings of who, like Parkin's 4-0 in the UFC. He deserves a jump up. Tuivasa should fight someone unranked, so that's a fight that could happen. That's a fight that Tuivasa could win. Because even though he's clearly been exposed as not elite, he's had success. He had success against Rosenstruik. Definitely lost every round, but he had some success. He landed strikes. So yeah, it's just an option there. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's unfortunate that the first card I ever went to. If you're ever thinking of going to a UFC card, it's the experience is just fucking great. The production value is amazing. It's great. It's very fucking loud. It's very loud. There's a bunch of drunk middle-aged dudes all around you screaming weird shit during the fight. Some of it hilarious. Some of it not hilarious, but some of it hilarious. So that's a highlight there. And yeah, sometimes you might get blessed with a great card. Sometimes you don't. This card wasn't amazing. It was all right. There were some high moments, you know. Zalal, Jordane, Stoltzfus, and then just that entire main event. Crowd was going crazy for Moreno. Crowd was going fucking nuts during the last round. You've been going for almost 20 years and need to see a live event. Yeah, I was honestly not going to go to this card when they originally had Rose versus Blanchfield as the main event, because it's just like, well, the main event's going to suck. So what's the point spending several hundreds of dollars driving like 4 hours down there just to end with that shit? But no, it got better. They gave us Moreno Albazi. There was some hype on that. The fight ended up being great. I got tickets, went down, it was great. It's a great experience. I hope to do it again at some point. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly did. And hey, best part about all of it, Canada won some fucking fights. We won some fights. We didn't embarrass ourselves this time. Fucking Zahabi, Jordane in particular, Jazz Divisius actually made Canadians look good at fighting. They made them look good. And then others like City Horth got iffy decisions. That's whatever. Zahabi looked good. He looked good. He's actually a capable fighter. Might get into the ranking soon. Malott looked mid. No hype on him anymore. But he's a guy who's proud to represent Canada, and he won, so that's good. Burial, boo. Burial. Yeah, he's probably gonna get cut. Same with Anheliger. Some guy. So we had some downs there, especially Machado. Please cut him. Please cut him. I don't care if he lives in Canada. He can cut him. Bro paid hundreds of dollars to watch Rose. No. I said I wouldn't. If she was the main event, I wouldn't have done that. But I said now that she was the co-main event and there was a better main event, it's more worth doing that just to go to a UFC card. I didn't do it to watch Rose. I did doing that in spite of watching Rose. Let's fucking go Canada for some W's? Hell yeah. You still watched her. And I'd say I wouldn't really call that watched. I suffered through it. It was part of it. It was the co-main event. I was stuck there for 5 rounds. My dad used it as a piss break, but as he should have. But yeah, it was the worst part of the card. Same with the Ribeiro Machado card. It was the worst part of the card. It was like energy was low to start, went back up, plummeted with Ribeiro Namuas, then went straight up for the main event, you know? Try not to sleep through it. it was tough to. I wouldn't be able to sleep because the most entertaining part was dudes behind me screaming funny shit during it. Fucking hug her harder. Fucking give her the Cosby sleeper. Fucking give her the clit twist. Like random shit like that. It just kept me giggling throughout. So yeah, that was like the most entertaining part of the card. Oh no, not the card, that fight. Along with the fuck Trudeau chants, which were every couple of minutes. That was also great. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it despite that fight. And honestly, you know what? I might hop off now. You know what? I've been live for fucking 100 minutes now. Appreciate you, fucking Freddie Nettlefold, Matt Powers, all you guys who've been here throughout the stream. Appreciate you guys. Got 26 people in here right now. Average like 30 throughout. Peaked at like 50. Yesterday I peaked at like 20. So man, I appreciate you fucking guys out here. I baited you in with a clickbait thumbnail because Guru didn't do it. And yeah, thank you guys. Genuinely thank you guys. Hopefully you don't gotta be stuck with me for shit like this in the future. Hopefully Guru comes back. Love you, Deshaun. Thank you, man. Decent ass card. From my perspective going to it, was decent ass card. I enjoyed it. It could have been worse. There were some hype moments. So yeah. Good man. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. And let's pray for let's pray for the pig. Hope he comes back. Hope he's not in prison. Hope he's not dead. I know it wasn't Guru. Until next time. Thank you, bro. Just met Jazz Divisions at the Edmonton Mall. Good for you, bro. I was actually impressed with her. Good live stream, mate. Thank you, guys. All right, peace out. And more streams, more clips, more videos coming. Got a picture and everything. Oh, nice, bro. Good job. Hey, Chris Gray, I remember you from yesterday. And see you guys.